So, you're about to spend hundreds of dollars on a TEFL certificate. But what people don't tell you is that half of them, they're just fancy looking pieces of paper that employers won't even look at. We're talking about which ones open doors for online schools, platforms, and for schools, and which ones are just a waste of your time and money. This is going to be an honest review, ranking the programs from the best to the absolute worst. Let's get into it. Many people feel lost when they're trying to pick a TEFL certificate because many of them promise that they are 120 hours or internationally accredited. With so many of these same promises across several of them, it is hard for people to figure out which ones are worth the time and money and which ones are just a waste of time, especially if both spheres promise the same things. Several of these schools look similar on the surface, but quality and credibility vary a lot. You've probably come across these promises. These offers are just designed to get your attention, but they do not reflect the actual quality of the course itself. A TEFL certificate won't magically make you into a great teacher, but it can open doors. I'll break down what TEFL is actually for, what to avoid, and what actually helps you get hired. My sincere advice is for you to rank TEFL courses based on reputation, content quality, support, and job placement help. Forget those 120-hour promises. A course is respected by employers when it is a well-known provider, has solid accreditation, and provides actual practical teaching training, not just theory. Schools want to see that you've actually learned something useful in the classroom, not just check the box. Accreditation sounds impressive, but some courses just buy cheap and meaningless seals just to look legit. What really matters is who provides the accreditation and whether employers actually care about it. Let's talk about the big, reputable names of the TEFL world. CELTA and Trinity Cert TESL. These are the so-called gold standard of the TEFL world. These courses stand out because they're backed by respectable institutions and they actually give you hands-on training, not just theory. This kind of practical training is what sets them apart from the typical TEFL course. CELTA and Trinity are challenging because they require practical teaching practice, constant feedback, and intensive study in just a few weeks. These specific certificates are required in certain markets, especially parts of Europe and in the Middle East. Aside from getting practical teaching experience, you'll also receive personalized support, which is what is necessary to help you be prepared to walk into the classroom with confidence. If you're serious about building a long-term teaching career, and especially want to be in competitive regions, such as the places I listed above, and you want to teach with adults, then go for it. But if you just want to teach for a year and you're short on time and on money, then you don't have to do Trinity Cert TESL or CELTA. You can hold back and maybe do it later. There are better options, some middle of the pack options. Let's talk about mid-tier level courses. They are not at the same level as CELTA and Trinity Cert TESL, but they are still a solid option, especially for beginners. Notable options are the International TEFL Academy and Bridge TEFL. These are reliable options and they're popular for a reason. They are popular because they're affordable, flexible, and easy to start right away. For beginners who just want to get certified and land their first job, these are the safe and simple choices. These options are budget friendly and they offer bonuses such as free teaching resources and job boards. You can start at any time, study at your own pace, and you can still walk away with a certificate that opens doors. So, for teaching online or for working in countries that don't require high-level certifications, such as Southeast Asia and Latin America, these courses are more than enough to get you what you need. Are you just exploring teaching as a short-term adventure? Are you on a budget and need to get certified fast? Are you focused on entry-level jobs or online platforms such as Preply and Cambly? These are good to get you started, but if you're looking for a long-term teaching career, you can start off with this, but eventually you'll need to upgrade later. Let's get into the sketchy side of TEFL, the super fast, very cheap ones that fill your feed with so many promises. These offers might look tempting, but it screams low quality. If schools won't take them seriously, it doesn't matter, especially if they don't give you practical teaching experience and they only give you checklists and theory. Accreditation doesn't always protect you because some TEFL courses buy cheap and meaningless certificates to seem legitimate. What matters most is who provides the accreditation and whether employers trust it. However, a super cheap course could be good if you're just testing the waters and are unsure and don't want to invest too much up front. Just don't expect it to impress employers. If employers recognize the course as low effort or low quality or don't even know about the course at all, it could actually hurt you more than it can help you. So how can you recognize these gray area courses before you buy anything? Look for vague websites. Look for no information about who accredits them. And look for promises that seem too good to be true. If there's no support, no reviews from real teachers, and no job placement help, that's a red flag. You don't just lose money on useless TEFL courses. You lose your time, miss out on real job opportunities, and you risk looking unprofessional to employers. Sometimes it's better to have no certificate than to have a weak one. Having a weak certificate shows employers that you don't know the field, or even worse, it shows them that you don't even care enough to do simple research. Now, let's get back to CELTA and Trinity Cert TEFL, the prestigious ones I mentioned earlier. Not all of them are created equal, even though they're good. Let me explain. The school running it, the trainers, and support can turn the same course into an amazing experience or into a total nightmare. You're not just buying a certificate, you're buying training. So if the school and the instructors don't provide real support, ultimately, you're just buying a piece of paper, not buying what you actually need, which are skills. You can have a top tier course like CELTA, but the school is disorganized and the trainers don't care. Even an amazing course like this can be a wasted opportunity. So, what should you pay attention to? First, the provider's reputation. Do some basic research on forums such as Facebook TEFL groups or Reddit. Don't just look on their website. Second, the instructors. Are they qualified? Do they actually get in contact with you, or is everything going to be automated? Third, location and flexibility. How are you taking the course? Is it going to be in person, online, or a hybrid of both? Do the time zones work for you? Will there be real support if something goes wrong? And of course, cost versus value. A cheaper option doesn't always necessarily mean that's bad. But if it's a cheap option and the provider is shady or even looks shady, then it's best to pass on that option. From my experience, I see many beginners making the same mistakes when they're choosing the TEFL course. It's like choosing the cheapest option without even checking to see if it's recognized and respected. Another big mistake is thinking that all TEFL courses are the same, when the actual reality is the quality of the school and the trainers providing the training makes all the difference. How do you choose the right course and not regret it later? Before making that purchase, ask yourself, why am I even doing this? Is it to teach online and make a flexible income? Are you wanting to go abroad and live in a foreign country? Or do you want to see if teaching is for you and you're just testing the waters? If you're teaching online, most employers just want to see a 120-hour TEFL, and you can do this simply, affordable, and quickly. But if you're heading abroad, such as the Middle East, and in competitive places that are similar to that, then you will need a CELTA and a high-end one that offers real practical teaching experience. It will open doors. So, what matters most? What really matters is, will this course give you confidence in a real classroom? Do employers respect it? And will it actually prepare you for real teaching, not just passing quizzes? If the answer is yes, then you're on the right path. So, what's the next step? Start researching TEFL courses with your goals in mind. And don't just look at the websites. Read real reviews, compare the options, and pick a course that actually sets you up for success. Now that you've seen the real breakdown of TEFL courses, don't leave your future up to chance. If you're ready to stop just guessing and thinking, maybe I'm not qualified, thinking, what's next? Then book a one-on-one consultation with me. We can decide together which country is best for you and which path is best for you, and the link will be in the description. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.